Hey guys, I'm having a particularly bad day today. I don't know why. I think it's riding this wave of grief, I guess. Yesterday the neurologist came and they're willing to give him more time, which is a bonus. They want to look into an MRI of his brain to see. The CT scan that he's already had only showed that he didn't have a blood clot and that he had a swollen brain. It didn't show in great detail, which an MRI will. So that will happen, I don't know when. I'm not pushing for times. Logistically, getting somebody that's on the ventilator into the MRI machine can be a bit of a nightmare, they said, but they will do it. So that's a bonus that they're doing that. They're still telling me it's not good. His brain damage is severe, but the neurologist is not willing to call on anything until he's looked at the MRI scan, which is, you know, I think the words from the doctor last night was hope for the best, but expect the worst. I'm not quite sure how you take that. But yeah, hoping for the best, obviously, that's all I can do. Yeah, I feel this grief and trauma, maybe, I don't know. I've never felt anything like it in my life. I drove today. I said to Chelsea, we'll spend some time with Harry in the morning. She stayed here with me last night and we'll go home. I want to go home. I want to go and see Piju. I want to clear down some of the Christmas decorations in the house. And yeah, I think the minute I left Chelsea, I've dropped her off at home so she could spend some time with her daughter and her husband. And I kind of, driving alone for that first time, I was really fucking angry. Like, I ragged my car and drove way faster than I should have done. Knowingly, not giving a shit about anything or anybody. I think it was a form of release maybe from me, and luckily I didn't get stopped or kill anybody or kill myself or end up in a bed next to Harry. So I do totally have a word with myself, and I know I can't be like that. When I got home, I was fine. I think being in my own home with my own surroundings, I'm actually quite comforted. And then the drive back from Chelsea's was just 2 Chelsea's from my house. It was really bizarre. Like, I hurt all on the inside of me. Like, not just my heart, my whole chest is like painful. Because I haven't got any answers. I haven't got anything. And I haven't got anything good to go on. It's just a waiting game, which is fine. And I guess it will get easier. I think I'm just going through the motions of this fucking grief shit bollocks. The shitstorm that I find myself in right now. But yeah, it's a really weird one. I said to Chelsea, I feel like I can be okay for a few minutes and then suddenly this grief and despair just comes over me like a cloud, but it really hurts my chest. And, you know, it's more like a physical pain than an actual emotional pain, if you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm having a bit of a bad day, and I've also made a decision today, rightly or wrongly. I'm not quite sure what it's based on. Maybe something one of my friends has said to me, that I've now decided the only people that are going to go and visit Harry are immediate family members. I think I need to make that decision, be okay with it and stick with it. There's many reasons going through my head why I'm going to do that. Main one is he has got fluid on his lungs. He is getting sick. They said he's getting a chest infection, and I don't want anybody that's got a cough and a cold to come in and you know, make that worse for him. So I've made that decision that only immediate family members now, from now on in, and people will just have to like it or lump it, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I'm all right 1 minute and then I'm not the next. It's just the most. And I feel, I slept last night. It was New Year's Eve, great New Year's Eve. I did have a bottle of Prosecco. I took some to Harry's bedside at midnight and sort of raised my glass to times gone by rather than the future, because who fucking knows what my future, our future, is going to hold. And yeah, Chelsea was lovely because she stayed with me, and I think we both woke up at 3, and I almost got out of bed and went to see Harry, and I was like, no, let me just see if I can go back to sleep. And I managed to go back to sleep till 6, which was good. So that's the longest time I've spent away from him, which is 6 hours. And I did okay. I got up in the morning, took my coffee, and then I go and say good morning to him. But it's really hard just being away from him as well, even being out of the car, in the car, and just, you know, the further away from the hospital you go, that you almost feel it, like, and there's a panic in you to want to get back. And I don't know why, because he's not going anywhere. He, you know, even the nurse said, go home, Jan, spend a few hours. He's fine. Nothing's going to, you know, and you're just like, okay. So I know I'm being pretty horrible, I think, to people. But I don't care. And yeah, that's my decision today. No one's going to see Howie other than me, Susan, Chelsea, David, Mason. I think that's my call. And I will stick to it. So anyway, guys, I just thought I'd give you a little update of my cheery YouTube, because I'm sure you're all like, I know I'm being facetious, but I know you guys are sending me, I feel the love coming from all of you and your messages. I really do take comfort from it. I sort of posted something on Facebook, and people are so genuinely concerned and distraught. And I've had the nicest things said. You know, somebody said yesterday, you and Howie are the most envious couple I've ever, you know, people envy you and your relationship. And I was like, I'll take that. You're right, because we knew how to live, love, laugh, and milk life for all it's worth. You know, as you guys would know, we have not stopped since August, and that is having adventures together, having fun together, drinking, laughing, eating. And yeah, maybe that's why I'm finding it so hard at the moment, not knowing where our future's going to go. So just a quick one anyway. Thanks, guys. I know what I should mention. I'm not quite sure when my 27-year-old little baby darling daughter turned into such a wise, caring, beautiful daughter of mine came from, because she's said a few things that really hit home lately, and they've really pulled me out of a dark place. So after the neurologist, I was kind of sad, I guess, and she said, Mum, I think all we can do is take comfort that we have more precious time with Howie on this earth. However it turns out, right at this point, we get to sit with him, hold his hand, feel his heartbeat, talk in his ear. And I was like, you're right, Chelsea, you're absolutely right. It's not the end yet. It's not, you know. And I thought, so that was so cute of her. And then there's a couple of things, a couple of times people on the phone, I think, if I'm trying to explain something, maybe my tone of voice or the way I've said it comes across as if I'm being negative about my husband, and they'll go, well, don't worry, we're going to keep the hope and we're going to be positive for you. Well, I'm just being realistic, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, little things like that. And Chelsea said, you know, Mum, you need to think of an answer to come back with when somebody says that and make you feel like you're being negative. You know, they're not here 24/7. Nobody else is sitting by his bedside and living in a bloody hospital out of a bag. And she's right. You know, so yeah, I just wanted to kind of say, I got one really, I couldn't do this without Chelsea. She's been absolutely amazing. My total little rock with a tummy. You know, she's pregnant, right? She's having a baby in March, and she's moving at the end of this month. They just know how to rock their life, don't they? They do it all at once. Anyway,